Well, good evening, everybody. And I know this is not my regular night to have um, a live stream. Usually it's Monday night, but we were out of internet yesterday. Went out about it was just before lunchtime, and first they said it would be back on at 2:30. Then they said 3:30. Then they said 5:30, and then they said we're not sure when it's coming back on. And it was only just parts of Yuma, Arizona. It wasn't all of Yuma, Arizona. And I think my email that said that it was back on was 9:15, but ours actually went on probably about 20 minutes before that. So it was a crazy day. So no TV, no internet. I could get some things to work on my phone just using the data. Other things I couldn't get to work. And it was just like, that is craziness. And who do we have in here tonight? We have Angie. Angie is here. Bunky is here. Tony is here. And let's see who else is here. I'm scrolling down. Swarmstead Bees and Gardening. Doug is here. I stopped into a live this morning. Andale at Andale's Homestead was doing a giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. So I stopped in, and Doug was in there too at His Way Homestead. And so that was fun to see him. Talk to him in the chat. I didn't actually see him. And they did this duck race to see who was the winner of different gifts that Ann was giving away. It was so much fun. I'm going to look into that because I thought that was a great way to give things away. And Craig is in here. Brandy and Charlie, Rebecca, John, how are ya? And John from Unpaved Explorer is here. And Christine, hello, how are ya? Doug is asking, how is Grace? Grace is my daughter. She just had a baby. And Doug, I so appreciate you and Shelly praying for her on your channel the other night. That was just fabulous of you. Grace and the baby had a little bit of hard time with the delivery. The baby was without oxygen. So she is actually, Quinn is her name. She's actually wrapped up in this thing's kind of like a blanket. And it doesn't warm her up. It actually cools her down. It makes it so that her internal temperature and outside temperature is all 93 degrees. And it's supposed to be able to help with cell damage when you have a lack of oxygen. So she is wrapped up in that until Wednesday. Then, and she has all these probes and all this stuff coming out all over her. Then they will start taking out all of those things. Then they're going to slowly warm her up to normal temperature. And then she has to have an MRI. But she can't do an MRI with all those probes and all the wires and everything that are connected to her. So it's been tough. And then Grace had some issues, and they gave her a iron IV catheter. And they were talking about giving her a blood transfusion. I haven't talked to her all afternoon because I was gone to meetings all afternoon. So I didn't find out about that. But Doug, thank you so much for asking. But Grace did tell me, I talked to her last night, and she said that Quinn was much stronger later in the afternoon yesterday. So I was happy about that. Annette is in. Zaina, hello. You are not old enough to be a grand. Yeah, I have lots of grandchildren. If I count all my step grandchildren, I am, which I count. So I think we're at 13 or 14. I have to count them all on my fingers. And that's right, Angie. I am a great grandma because Angie's son, my oldest grandson, he has a son too, and almost a year old. Pretty soon it'll be a year old. And Steph is here. Hi, Steph. How are ya? Steph, I saw that you sent me a voice message, and I haven't listened to it yet, so I will listen to it afterwards. It was a busy day today. Joe got all the lines done for my new fruit trees, all the water lines. And so everything is set up. We're just waiting for one hose connection thing that we had to order online because they didn't have what we wanted in town. But everything else is ready. And so I'm going to plant the trees tomorrow so I can finish up that video because I have some video of him doing the piping and digging the holes and all that stuff. And so that video will be up. I have a couple other videos that were uploading, but our no internet when it went out yesterday. And so now I have to go back and redo the uploads on those ones. And so those will be up. And so it's been crazy. And there is Ann Dale. Everybody congratulate Ann for 1,000 subscribers. And she had a fabulous giveaway today. And she was frustrated because she couldn't see the chat over on the side. There was a glitch in the StreamYards thing. And two of her friends came up onto the screen and helped her. And they just, did different things than what was planned. And it was fabulous. It was totally fabulous. And that duck race was so fun. And so actually, I think it probably worked out better. Everybody had such a good time. And there was a lot of people on her chat this morning for her giveaway. And she gave away like 12 things, not little things, big things, dehydrator, all these different, like those straws that you could drink out of the stream, just all kinds of stuff. Is just fabulous. So it was totally fun. And in fact, Ann says it was such love there. It was just fabulous. Oh, look who's here. Mom, Grandma. How are you? And it's almost April. And in April, I am on a live stream with Mom and Grandma. So it's going to be so much fun. See, there's a lot of people that are grandmas and great aunts, and that is just so fun. And Angie's laughing LOL at Tony, so I'm going to have to go back and see what that is all about. Runneth over garden and life. Hello. I am loving all your Instagram posts. Just so fun. Doug is saying hi to Angie. Oh, life straw. Okay. I'm totally excited to be on theirs. And so I'll put a community post on the day that I'm going to be up there, but they haven't given me all the info yet. So, and it's called it's your goals in 7 different areas. And so it's going to be just so exciting and fun. And Doug, are you serious about your duck? See, I didn't even see what Doug was saying. Yeah, the duck race was with Ann's giveaway, and it was so fun. Oh, Trey is in here too. Fun. And Shelly is in here. Oh, there it is right here. 7 F's of goal settings. So I'm excited about that. I love lists and goals, and so that is going to be amazing. Oh, Shelly's listening with Doug. Oh, Jason's here too. Hello, how are ya? If you can hear that noise, there's a huge airplane going across. We have a military base not too far from us, and sometimes the planes are really high. Most of the times they're high, but then sometimes they are really low. But they do all these training exercises. Like there were these guys for several weeks that were from, I think they were the Netherlands that they were from. It was in the paper. And so all these different countries come and train in the desert. And so it's really interesting, all the things that they do. But tonight's topic is something I actually never thought was going to be possible. The Senate, our Senate, has passed that we should no longer have daylight savings time, which is when one time of the year we go forward an hour, the opposite time of the year we go backwards an hour. Now, Arizona does not change. Hawaii does not change. So sometimes, well, half the year I am Mountain Standard Time in Arizona. Half the time, I am Pacific time, which is kind of weird. And so it's weird when I go to try to do things online too, because some programs still think of me as being Mountain Standard Time instead of Pacific. And so that is just really kind of weird. And so the Senate has passed, so it goes to Congress. But I have to seriously tell you, they have been talking about this. I remember them talking about this when we were little. And they were always saying, oh, the farmers need it, you know. And I've teased Angie that's in here. You know, it's a wonder that they could get out of bed before daylight savings time. But you spring forward, fall back, and so you're always changing in the spring and the fall. After you live in Arizona for a while and you never change, it doesn't make any difference. And perhaps when they first started it, it was a good idea. I think it's a stupid idea right now. Because really, do we need that? The bad thing about daylight savings time when you live in Wyoming or any of the northern states, so all of you guys that live up north will know this. Just a second before she pops through. Hi, Tina. How are you? That like Joe would go to work. It would be completely dark, black dark, when he got up in the morning, and when he came home, it was completely dark. It was a horrible thing. Other than your days off, you never saw the sun, other than at work. And Tony says daylight savings time in the UK was Sunday, as was Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. We're taking an hour. Ah, interesting. I wonder how many countries around the world do daylight savings time. I never really even thought about that other countries did daylight savings time. I actually thought it was a stupid idea that Americans did, which is totally funny. But I mean, I suppose there's people that really like daylight savings time. But in the winter months in the north, your days are so short anyway. And you'll be switching, you're falling back. And then it is just, when it was 7 o'clock, now it's 6 o'clock, it's pitch black. It's pitch black when, seriously, in the wintertime, it can be pitch black at 4:30, 4:45. It's horrible. And so I always think it's not the great idea. Jason says, I don't like daylight. It messes up your time. It does. So tell me, when you guys, is it good for you or is it bad for you? Just because I think it's dumb doesn't mean that I'm correct at that. It's just something that I've always thought that was a waste of time and a waste of energy. But there's probably good reasons that people like it. Only those affected by World War II. Hi, Living the Rogue Life. How are you? It's, Mountain Grandma says, yeah, we have a lot more sun here in Arizona. We have more sun hours in the wintertime anyway. Like, I would talk to Angie or Grace or Alicia, and it'd be pitch black up there. And we're still on Mountain Standard Time. In Arizona, it's light out, but we're a lot more south. And so you get closer to the equator, you got more sunlight. It's just interesting. And tell me what you think in the chat. What are some of the good things about daylight savings time? I like the way Arizona is too, Sandy, with no time changes. I love that. In fact, I didn't even know that the time was changing until the night before, when I'm on a group chat with some of the gals back home. And one of them says, don't forget to change your time. I didn't even have any idea we were going to change the time that day. Because, when you don't change, you just don't even think about it. And I'm sure I would have read it in the paper the next morning. But I just thought it was really interesting that you get used to it and you don't miss it at all. Doug says, going to listen, have to put my phone on the charger. I can understand that. I like it how it is right now. Daylight when I go to work, with an extra day of light extra day light when I get home. Yes. It's one thing to either get up too early, really early and it's dark, but when you get home, it's still light. But when it falls in that winter months and you're getting up and it's completely dark, and when you come home, it's completely dark. I find that really, I think for a lot of people, it could be very depressing, which would not be a good thing. It could really, I think, hurt people emotionally. And I'm sure when they thought of daylight savings time, they never even considered those parts of it, because there are studies about people, even when it's just cloudy all the time, when you're not seeing the sun, how it can affect people's mental health. And for me, in the wintertime, I think it really can affect people in the north, especially. Shelley says that there's nothing good about it. And Doug says, I can get a lot of work done outside now after I get off work. See? It's interesting. But if it never switched, I think all of us would just adjust, and it would be, it'd be dark maybe in the morning or dark maybe at night, but one of the two, you're going to see the sun. And so I think it's interesting. We once forgot to change our clocks, and we woke up at 11 o'clock, when another time we forgot and we woke up at 12. Oh, Bunky. That is awesome. I think it's a great idea, but I read that in the winter, the sun won't rise until 8 a.m., but that's okay. More light after work. I'm not sure any place it wouldn't be that it would rise that late, though, because it's only 1 hour difference. And what I'd like to know, if it passes and then it gets signed into a bill, do we stay on the time that we're on right now, or are they waiting until the fall, and then they're going to change it, and everybody's going to stay on it then? How are they going to decide which one they're going to stay on? And is Arizona always going to be Pacific time, or is it always going to be Mountain Standard Time? I don't know, because right now I'm Pacific. But a month ago, I was at Mountain Standard Time. These are things I ponder when our elected officials start to do things. It's craziness. If you guys have just come in and you're wondering, why in the world is she doing a live stream on Tuesday when she always does it on Monday nights? That was because there was no internet almost all day. It was longer than 8 hours that it was out. And it was probably about 9 hours it was out. So I don't know if they were running new lines and everything got shut off, if somebody ran into something and it got shut off. Maybe somebody was digging, and sometimes that can affect it. I didn't see anything of what the reasons were. So it's interesting. Redbird Farm, how are you? Now today I did send out to all of my members. I'm going to click. See how it says Healthy Homestead Chick, and then there's the little symbol that looks kind of like an S. S for Sandy. Suburban Homesteader. And that's why I took that one, and I didn't change it to anything else. That means that she's a member. That's what those little symbols. If you see anybody and has that means, see, like Doug has a little symbol. They've become a member. So today I was bagging up those huge tomato seeds that I had dried. And so I sent some out to all my members too. So, and I thought, well, if they don't plant tomatoes from seed, maybe they know somebody that would. Now, the tomatoes that are on that bush, they're seriously bigger than softballs. And that one that I took all the seeds out of, I got 16 slices of tomatoes. And instead of going across like this, because it bulged way out, I sliced it like this, and then I sliced it like this. And they were not really skinny slices. They were regular hamburger slices that you would put on a hamburger. They were fabulous. And the taste was fabulous. Doug says, I have bacon. See, on a cheeseburger, it'd be really good. Or you could make a BLT. So good. So anyway, I sent them. Doug, I sent you some. And I only sent you one because I figured you and Shelly would share it because you live together, because she's your wife. And so that's what I did. Ah, Tim is here. Hi, Tim. Tim, I sent you some tomato seeds today. I sent all the members tomato seeds. Then anybody who asked for them, because I had done the video when I was talking about it, and I said, if you want some of these, so I sent those all out. And I have about, I think I have 5-6 packages left. All of them have, 5 to 10 seeds in them. And so if any of you guys want some, just make sure you send me an email and I will send them to you. And hopefully I didn't forget anybody, but I'll hold a couple back. Oh, Teresa, I sent you a message on a post or a comment that you did because I thought I had your physical address, but I can't find it. It wasn't in my box. And so if you would email that to me, because I have your envelope that's for you with the tomato seeds. And so if you do that, that would be awesome. I was hoping that you would stop in tonight. And I sent them to you too. So I take the seeds out of all that one. And then the next one that's ripe is even bigger than the first one. And it was just like, oh my gosh. Tony says, when am I getting the blue admin? Oh, Tony, I'm writing it down. And Doug, on my other channel, Doug said he would be a moderator too on my other channel, Fuse Glass Artwork. Well, it won't let me. And so I'm not sure if it's because I haven't, I have like 1,300 people on that, but I don't have enough watch time hours. And so I thought, well, maybe that's why I can't get it. So I tried all kinds of people that are subscribers of that channel, and it wouldn't take anybody. It just kept saying that couldn't be found. And so I thought, that's weird, but maybe I have to have that. I thought I had moderators and admins on this channel before I had my 4,000 watch hours, but maybe that wasn't true. So I don't know. I just can't get it to work, Doug. And so Shelly says, I will take them all. Well, Shelly, they're coming in the mail. I already mailed them. And Shelly is the gardener. That's right. Jason says, Doug and Shelly don't share. Is that true, Doug? No, I know it's not true. You are welcome. Anne was giving all of these gifts away for her 1,000 subscribers. And so I sent a necklace she could give away, and I sent a necklace for her. So I hope you like it. I wasn't sure which one you'd pick to give away and which one you would keep. And I just thought, whatever you want to do. Doug says they don't share tumblers. So funny. Oh, I was talking about you earlier. Blind guy, his wife, and their life. If you have not checked out their channel, check it out. Also, I don't have your guys' physical address, and I have tomato seeds to send you. And so, because it was you and Teresa, I didn't have a physical address for. And so if you would email me that would be awesome. And I will put those in the mail as soon as I get that email. Did I send you some? No, but I have some extra ones, Ange, so I will send them to you. They're pretty, the plant is big and the tomatoes are big. I'm not sure you could put it in your hydroponics unless you put it in one of your buckets. Then it would work in your tent. I'll send them to you tomorrow, Ange. That'll be awesome. And thanks so much for helping Anne today when she was doing her live stream. And I'm really interested in that duck program that you did for the duck races. That I found so fun. And so I thought I would like to do that. So I'm going to find it and I'm going to use it in some of the stuff because I just thought that was the funnest. It was the funnest game and everybody had such a good time with that. But remember, anybody here on the chat, just send me an email. It's always in my about section and it's always in the bottom of the videos. And so if you would send me to me, because I still have plenty of seeds I can give away. And if I need to dry some more from one of the other big ones, I will just dry some more. I don't want anybody thinking, oh, she's going to run out of seeds. Nah, I won't run out of seeds. Oh, I emailed you today. Okay, I haven't looked at my emails. I was gone to meetings all afternoon. I'm on the art group down here and I have become their president. And no, take that back. I become their treasurer, the president of the ladies group down here. And as a treasurer, I'm also on their board to redo their bylaws. And so I was gone all afternoon doing that, which was really interesting. It's the second committee I've been on for a group since I've been down here. And so that's crazy. You can do that without your hours. I don't have the hours. Sometimes YouTube is strange. I have gone in there multiple times to try to put Doug in as a moderator on the Fused Glass Artwork channel. And I tried all kinds of people that I knew wouldn't mind being moderator. And it won't take anybody. So I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll have to send a message to YouTube and just ask them what the problem is. Because I put them in on this station. So it's just kind of just one of those weird things. And I'm just not really sure what. I need more bacon seeds. Yeah, you need more bacon seeds. I don't think so. Doug, I got to show you something. Nope, that's not it. Oh, where is it? Here it is. What's shaking, bacon? I bought this card specially for you, even though it's not your birthday. I saw it and I bought it. So eventually this card is coming to you for your birthday. Is that so funny? And it also is my sample for my Christmas ornament for you that looks like bacon. Oh, and Jason is leaving us tonight. Okay, I found the duck race details by checking YouTube for duck race. A couple of really good short videos came up, but if you pay the $12 a year for premium, it gives you 1 million games. Well, see, that's interesting. And are you talking about the $12 a premium for YouTube? Because I have YouTube Premium. And so that is interesting. Oh, Grayson Fire is here. Hello, how are you? And so, but I'll check that out. Yeah. Because if you haven't seen that, go back and watch Anne's live stream today. And you will see, oh my gosh, the comments were just rolling past. It was so much fun. Yeah, bylaws. It is, well, I helped with the ladies auxiliary bylaws, and I've helped with, back home, I've helped with the Master Gardeners bylaws and some other groups' bylaws. And so then they asked if I would sit on that group because they want a board member and they wanted some other people on that group. And it's just really interesting when you dive into the dynamics of a nonprofit group on goals and the way they divide things up, because every single one of them is different and the goals can be different. And Angie's saying, I have 2 iHarvest and a bunch of craft key bunches. Oh, I don't know what that's probably her stuff in her tent. But Angie has this fabulous hydroponic system and multiple hydroponic systems. And I have an iHarvest back home too. And I love it. You can grow any vegetable basically all year round, except for there's been a few things that have been hard to grow. Onions, but the garlic grows. It's just interesting. But when we get back home, I'm going to do a lot more hydroponic videos because it is really interesting. And it's a way for people to grow when they don't have yards and gardens. Maybe they have a balcony, maybe they don't even have that, but it's a way for you to produce food that will really enhance your life. So that is interesting. And Tony says that American bacon looks so different than UK bacon. That is interesting. Glenda is crocheting and listening at the same time. That is awesome. So for the most part, other than a couple people, nobody wants daylight savings time. And that was our topic for tonight. Daylight savings time. I vote stop it altogether. But the only thing I want to know is if I'm going to be in Pacific time or Mountain Standard Time when I come to Arizona. Now, for me, it would be nicer to be in Mountain Standard Time because then I would be Mountain Standard Time in Wyoming. It would be the same. I'd never have to worry about time ever. And I don't want to. Doug, you will like this. There's 3 food groups. There's bacon, bacon, and bacon. He's also a cheesehead. That is fun. And I'm sure she's saying my son says. That is awesome. Oh, everybody is just, I have a t-shirt on Teespring store that has a giant pyramid of nothing but pigs stacked up. I have seen this t-shirt. Okay, so the duck race is either free or at $12 for a whole year, and they have a bunch of chance games. I'm going to buy it. $12 a year, and you could do all kinds of different fun things. Yeah, I've had a good deal. Thank you for that. And Anne says they really did have so much fun. Yeah, Quinta was she was so nice to do this for Anne. And she literally had to put everybody's name into it. And then with each duck race that she had, she could copy and paste, but she had to take the winner out. And so she did a lot of work this morning. And I just thought that was just so sweet of her to do that. And so, it's, YouTube friends are just amazing. That's all there is to it. They are absolutely amazing. Now I am past my 30 minutes. So we are going to go. Remember, if you want tomato seeds, you got to send me an email. Every time I've given stuff away, I've really tried to just go the extra mile and get people to really, if somebody had won something, I've really tried to leave comments for them when I wasn't getting their email or their physical address, stuff like that. But Anne had a really good point this morning. Just not going to chase people. So if you want the tomato seeds, you got to send me an email. And so that I will send it to you. Hi, Colleen. How are you? Now, is she the most beautiful woman, oh my gosh, in the world? I tell you. Tony, I don't have my link with me right now. I'm on StreamYards. I'm not on my other stuff. I'm not on my YouTube. Tony would like me to, and I actually set it up. It's a Discord. It's a way that you guys can chat and talk with one another. There's another one that just started up that I got an email from a friend of mine that's called Volley. And it's basically the same kind of thing. And you can set up rooms and you can talk to people back and forth, which is kind of interesting. I just haven't had time to do it. I have just, I'm supposed to be retired. I'm supposed to be having fun, and I'm busy. No, I'm still having fun. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. 34 minutes. Thanks, everybody. I will reload up my videos that didn't work yesterday when the internet stopped working. And I told Joe it's very weird that I don't realize that I use the internet that much during the day, and I use it all the time. So it just didn't have the S on sun. Who loves baking is requesting you to talk to me from Japan. You go talk. Yes. And how exciting. So everybody, I'm going to let you go. Have a great night. Ann says it's crazy how busy retirement is. It is craziness because we want to do all the things that we didn't have time to do before. And that's why it's crazy. Good night, and no daylight savings. Woohoo! That's what I vote to. Everybody have a great night. I will have several videos up tomorrow just because it was no internet yesterday. And today I had meetings in the morning, had meetings this afternoon. Then I had to fix Joe food in between those things. It's crazy. He wants to eat food. But Teresa, I will mail those seeds to you tomorrow. Okay, everybody, thank you so much and have a great night.